Yes, I'm doing business games presentation. Factors waste presentations, and then I'll get to the next thing. So with the time, to indicate the presentation, please.
Hello. Good
Yes,
evening,
please.
Mr. Paul. We're presenting Circle 6.
Okay. All right. So just go ahead, please. Circle 6, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. Circle 7 is ready.
Okay, Circle 7. Go ahead. Okay, before you present, I was going through your work. I only saw that you wrote only the name of only one circle member was written in your what's it called, in your submitted business games from what happened.
Mr. Paul, good evening.
Circle 7. Is Circle 6 ready?
Yes, Circle 6 is ready.
All right, please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Paul. For tax 1, we receive all the information needed to become a manager and a leader in the area community. So now we have the important task: enter the new country and develop MMS Global there. This new country will be the Thailand. As a starting resources, we have the Internet 18 received from the school. It's $50,000. So we're given an hour to develop the action for the week. The Thailand, formerly known as them, we need to check into an accommodation first. Get a guide that will help us find our way around town, because their official language is Thai. Some other minor language spoken are Mon, Kama, and various Hili tribes. Hello?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Hello?
Go ahead, I'm listening. You have to be fast and fluent, please.
Okay. In the world 51st largest country, it is the 20th most populous country in the world. It around 66 million people, and it is Bangkok. It is a country at the center of the Indonesian islands. It is on by Myanmar. To the east by Laos and Cambodia, to the south by Gulf of Thailand and Malaysia, and to the west by Andaman Sea and the south extremities of Myanmar. Its maritime boundaries include Vietnam in the Gulf of Thailand to the southeast and Indonesia and India on the Andaman Sea to the southwest. The one will be dedicated to study of Thailand as a country, its culture, its economy, its employment and unemployment pattern, the youth and the working class, and their disposition to the use of internet. Also be used to know some basic laws of Thailand, especially as regarding pyramid scheme. The group will create social media page on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc., especially for MMN Thailand. Since creating this page is not time consuming, we tend to upload videos, pictures, and testimony on these pages. This is to reach out first to those that have access to internet. Assuming that MMN Thailand is yet to have a website, we tend to write to MMN Global supporting team to create a special website for MMN Thailand, and this is to ensure that they have no itch during registration of new participants. Is governed by the National Council for Peace and Order that took power in 2014 during the coup. It is a monarch. It's headed by King Buhamba, 1946, as Rahman VI, as he is the ninth monarch of the Chaya dynasty. He is currently the head of state and the country's largest reigning monarch. He has reigned for 70 years, 39 days. So with this time, we must put into consideration that Thailand is not an official English-speaking country. How do we conquer the language barrier? Reach out to the people as many as possible and be accepted. Please locate a Thailand citizen, speak English, teach MMM and its ideology to him or her, and register. Or we have no other option than to hire an interpreter for the whole period. So day 2, that was what we did in day 1. Then day 2, we intend to locate and pay for seminar venues. We are actually looking at 10 different seminar venues in the capital, Bangkok. Other strategic locations will also be scattered for subsequent awareness campaigns such as leisure parks, school campuses, shopping mall, movie theater, and a host of others. Other logistics such as printing of t-shirts, screen, refreshments, gift items, printing of flyers, etc. will be done. Day 2, day 3, group member will need to work to orphanages, old people's home, hospitals, and prisons. We shall dress on MMM t-shirt for awareness purpose, and work is aimed at presenting the real ideology of MMM, which is to provide help to the populace. This will be done by giving materials, help to them, such as clothes, food items, drugs, and other charity-related items. 20 points and locations such as school campuses, leisure parks, movie theater, and shopping. During the visitation, we shall distribute flyers and verbally about MMM and the forthcoming seminar. We shall prepare ourselves during this action, and there shall be division of labor so that we can achieve giant strike within the limited time frame. 4 and 5, our day 4 will be for intensive seminar at 4 different seminar venues. It will be handled each of the seminar venues. Same thing will happen in day 5 and 6 at different seminar venues. The seminar will hold 2 times a day per seminar venue for people the opportunity of attending the seminar. We shall address on MMM t-shirts for better awareness. After the seminar for each day, to be given to the attendees. This is further emphasized. This is further emphasized to them about the welfare service of MMM. At the end of each seminar, gift item will be given to those that were able to answer the questions of the seminar. The registration of new participants to be carried out. Now, day 7 will be used for post-modernity assessment of all activities from day 1 to day 6. The balance, total number of new registration will be known and the challenges experienced will be discussed. We shall make plans on how to tutor the new members about MMM, its ideology, and what it stands for, so that they can be able to woo more downlines to MMA community. Hello, network. Hello. So the number of registration.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Hello. The number of registration and deposit. The venue, we have venue one, we have number of registration which is 50. Average deposit of $300. Of $50,000 as seminar. Venue two, we have 50 members registered, $315. At venue three, we have 65 registered. Then we have $300 and $19,000 at seminar. Venue four, we have 70 registered, $300 and $21,000 as the total deposit. Then seminar five, we have 50 registration. We have average deposit of $315 deposit. Cost implication for tax one. We have item seminar venue for 3 days, which is 10, and we have units of $200, and an amount of which, when you multiply by 10, will give us $2,000 as the amount. Then printing of flyers, well, we printed 10,000 flyers at the rate of $200. Then we have gift and charity item, which is 500 projector, laptop, screen, and seminars for $1,000. Printing of t-shirts, we printed 20 t-shirts at the price of $5, which is $100 in total. Multiplying $5 by 20 t-shirts, which will give us $100. We have refreshment for the seminar attendees, logistics and miscellaneous for $200. Then we have the tax two. You are a foreman. The average contribution for a particular average contribution for a participant to the structure is around $300. Under the regulation of MMA Global, you must provide help at least 30% growth in terms of participants' payments, starting with the first contribution. Your task is to calculate how many new members of contributions you have to ensure in order to be able to make the required payment to the other participants. It is necessary to write down your plan of action for the next 3 weeks. Conditions stated. Find out what resources you need and how you are going to use them. The number of new participants and money during this period. The extra cost and how to attract them. So the objectives we started with was to plan a plan of action, the resources needed, and how to pay other participants at least 30%. Growth intent of participants' payment to calculate how many new members and contribution needed to make required payments to the other participants in the next 3 weeks. That was our objective for the tax 2. Then the methodology is the calculation of new members contribution. Average donation is $300. The first week is $4,000. Amount donated by the participant is $4,000 multiplied by the $300, which will then give us $1.2 million. The residual bonus for 4,000 participants is $20 for each, and $20 times 4,000 will then give us $80,000. Total amount, which is $1.2 million plus $80,000, that will give us $1.2, 30% compound interest rate on donation, which will be 130 divided by 100. That's 0.2. That will now give us $1.56. $1,560,000. Total amount to pay to participants that deposit in week one. The $1,560,000. Our depositors for the week one. Then the cash out the cash deposit to be 1.2 million. Therefore, additional cash is needed to balance the first two, which will then be $1.560 minus $1.2 million. Then we will need $360,000. So be able to pay all participants $360 should be needed. Need more new participants. That will be $360 divided by 3. That will be one. Since each participant deposits average of 3, therefore you need 1.2 new participants. Are you there? Hello? Hello, my support.
Please just continue.
Okay, resources need to register new members, train more people to become guardians, seminar, media advert. If we maintain the rate of new participants in first week of 4,000 people, of $300. Number of new participants for the next 3 weeks will be 12,000 new participants. When you multiply 4,000 times 3, the contribution will be 12,000 new participants. It's an average contribution of $300 times 12,000. That will give us $3.6 million contribution expected over the 3 weeks. Will be 12,000 new participants with an average contribution of this. That will give us 3.6. Therefore, we're unable to payment the participants who register for the first week. Then we also have in summary allocated budget is $28,554. Expenses for seminar and media advert $2,300. Hello. Many budget is $26,000. The tax 3, a month has passed, you are 100. You same plan for another month on the basis of the results of taking into account the dynamics of growth, the number of new participants and contributions for the next 4 weeks. Participants for first week is 4,000 and for 3 weeks is 12,000 participants. Therefore, for a month, which will not be 12,000 times 4,000, that will give us 60,000. For a month, we have 60,000 participants. Assuming half of the participants that register in the first 4 weeks return of 2 participants each. Therefore, half of the 60,000 is 8,000, bringing an average of 2 participants each will be 8,000 times 2, which then gives us 60,000. For the next 4 weeks, at the initial growth rate, the new participants will be referred. Of $300. That will now give us 32,000 times 300, which will then be $9.6 million. And the amount participants will deposit for the next 4 weeks will be $9.6. So is that within these 4 weeks, the Ghana will help in spreading the ideology of MMA in Thailand. And seminar will also be facilitated and organized. In sum, we allocated budget $6,220. $26,000. Now tax 4. Tax to accomplish. After 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposits that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week, respectively. Activity of registration falls by 7%, making a plan of action for a month. Do we use them and the right amount for contribution and participation for development of the system for tax 4, tax 5. Hello? Hello?
Go ahead.
Are you with me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Then we have the tax 5 and how to accomplish it. Your plan didn't work out, so you have enough registration, have a new registration and new deposit to cover the cost of the current deposit. To cover the cost for the current deposit, it is necessary to analyze the plan of the action in this situation. How many participant contribution etc. needed? Situation, lack of funds, there are delays in payment. The whole participant seeing that neither their own contribution are attractive. Here we have our objective to analyze the situation, the resources needed, how many participant contribution needed to get the situation resolved. So the objective to make up for the 7% MMM registration loss, weekly target registration for 4,000 participants. Standard contribution celebration was a week and registration dropped by 7%. 25/100 times 4,000 will give us the registration will drop from 4,000 to 1,000 participants. To meet up with the plan, we will need to make up for the 3,000 participants the following month. For the remaining 3 weeks in the month, we need to increase the number of participants by 3,000. We need a minimum of 1,000 participants more to plan for the 4,000 participants. Therefore, 1,000 plus 4,000 then gives us 5,000 participants. But we need week 1 plus week 2 plus week 3 plus week 4. That will not give us 1,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000. That will give us 60,000 participants. But the 60,000 new participants with an average contribution of $300 plus 60,000. Times 3, that will give us $4.8 million total contribution. Resources the number of registered new members. Train and empower more participants to become managers of the community to increase input and output flow. Organize additional seminars, media advertising, use of social media platforms. In sum, we allocated budget to $6,252. Expenses of seminar and media adverts. The money budget should be $54,252. If our plan to register 50,000 participants in a week will work, we were only able to register 2,000 members every week. For the month, we register only with 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That would then mean 1,000 divided 1,000 plus 2,000. Therefore, 7,000 new members were registered for the previous month, which is too low for the estimated target. 7,000 new participants with an average contribution of $300 plus 7,000 times 3. That would then give us 2.1 million. In order to meet up with the payment of old members, we need participants. We need resources needed. So we need to train more guardians to work along with the initial 20 members, cover more in the shortest time, which is media advert, organize additional seminars, create advert on social media, Facebook, Twitter, DBN channels. We also organize a conference meeting with participants, informing them of the situation to avoid widespread panic and misinformation. In addition, we went back on another mobilization in different regions to make up for the losses of new participants in the past month, hence enabling us to meet the desired targets. That would taxes now, small delay in payment, increased to 7 days, referral activity almost reduced to 0. Those members do not attract anyone and do not make contributions to this first notice stipulated, in which all the old margos are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New deposit growth as old conditions are not frozen and available as usual. For necessary more resources contribution and members etc. Then the objective, we have sensitized members under pause mode, inform them the use for the claim and how it can be overturned, increase our campaign seminars, especially to areas that are not conversant with MMM. Then we have the methodology, tasks to be achieved every week for the next 4 weeks. with one body meeting all participants, SAS mode and how it will affect participants, assurance to all participants that they will lose their money, the initial deposit, but the payment will be delayed and will make up for 2.5 months, 2.5 months more or less. But continue seminar in all areas and increase our target to 6,000 participants per week. Make new flyers and new billboard adverts. Set out plan for seminars in new location in the Thailand. Continue with our seminar and registration in new and old locations to register for guidance school. Before, continue with seminar registration, sharing a video of a testimony. Then we have our tax 7. Your effort has been insufficient to reverse the situation. A mistake took place. All the old novels are frozen. You start to work on the beginning. Serious negative impact. Should I? Hello? Be part of the members and unfavorable reasons. One article in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start. A plan of action under specific conditions for a month. The aims and the objectives, the introduction of MMA to the site, inform them on MMA ideology and how it works, encourage new participants to PH more, face the situation and talk to your members and let them understand of the situation. Answer all members' query, even if it's negative, and explain the current situation of MMA. Think of good solution or program to make your members calm down. Meet a meeting with your members and encourage them to continue MMA community. Then start providing help and let your members see your efforts. Keep being a good manager and leader, even if it's downfall of your plan and action. Always believe MMA will bring good in. Emphasize the essence of being a help provider community. That is the end of our presentation. Then Circle 6, we have our members there. Then hello, Metaphor.
Okay. Good presentation.
Hello, Metaphor. Circle 6 is true. Circle 6 is true. Metaphor.
The presentation was well arranged and well delivered. You did a very good job. So congratulations to Circle 6. You guys really did a great job. So
Thank you very much.
what
next?
So is it I will go. So if there's
Circle 7,
yes,
Circle 7,
you
sir,
have
we are ready.
Circle 4 is here, please.
Circle 7, sir, we are ready. Circle 7.
Okay, Circle 7, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. So our business tax presentation, we are to take MM and develop it in Thailand. And Thailand is a country located in Asia with an estimated population of 68 million as at 2014. It has 55.3% rural population, mostly rice farmers. This means that Thailand's population is mostly rural. Their main language is Thai, but other languages are Khmer and Malay. English is compulsory in schools, with speakers mainly concentrated in cities. English language newspapers are in circulation and several big businesses. The capital is Bangkok. Official language is Thai, Baht, and the government they operate a unitary parliament parliamentary constitutional monarchy. So for our tax one, which is the objective is for the team to establish and sustain MMM in Thailand by creating awareness of the presence of MMM in Thailand, by meeting with the locals and presenting the ideology, benefits, how it works, rules, and the risks involved in MMM. The tools we require to take out this tax are internet, a team of 10 managers and guiders to a Google, YouTube channels, useful, $50,000, which are divided into some different costs. For example, the venue will cost $1,000, the t-shirts will cost 500, graphic designs costing 2,500, accommodation and feeding will cost $4,900, transport kits 7,700, website and hosting 1,200, social media ads, bloggers and promotion campaign which should cost $4,000, interpreter cost $500, and 100 train tickets to create awareness which cost 1,350, and miscellaneous because about estimated 1,500, which will be giving us a total of 25,150. The action plan, the main action plans for the week, because they will do a feasibility study on the city to decide the campaign location
and transmission. The second way, we look on the development of NMM Thailand website.
3 to handle the also the thing MM branding, campaign, graphic design for uploads in social media, and hotel accommodation. The second day, we look at the development of a MMM Thailand website and social media pages, massive advertising through social media, which includes Twitter and other platforms of where we promote MMM and talk about the benefits, whilst inviting residents in the choosing states to attend the seminar on how to get 30% on the spare. Also, printing of souvenirs, handbills, branding of t-shirts and discounts with the inscription MMM Thailand, growing your spend money by 30%. On the third day, we're meeting with the top bloggers in Thailand, like Baru, Dictionary, and Thumbs Up and My Thai, advertise about MMM on their blogs. Meeting of social media, morning and evening section of radio broadcast, massive MMM awareness campaign covering the second region in Bangkok. On the fourth day, we still do morning and evening MMM radio broadcast, massive MMM awareness campaign covering the third region in Bangkok and inviting the seminars that will be holding in the region. Flyers will continually be displayed until the final day of the week. On the fifth day, will be all radio broadcasts and other campaigns. On the sixth day, normal registration on Into MMM continues. We visit tertiary institutions in the United States, engaging the student representatives and recruiting them to be and recruiting other students, visiting local markets, social gatherings and events, ensuring the heads accept our ideology and register into MMM. And also continue training leaders who will continue when we leave. We will go over what was done in the past 5 days, examine the successes made, errors, and propose possible solutions to improve on our mistakes. On the seventh day, promotion of MMM continues, other training of selected leaders on the universities and heads of other social events. And at the end of the day, now 600 participants registered and made an average of 300 number of participants who made deposit at 600 and a total deposit of $180,000. Tax 2, the tax 2, the overview, given the fact that we need 30% growth, an average of $300 was deposited by each participant. In order for the 600 participants to be paid their 30% growth and $20 registration bonus, the following calculations are made to determine the amount needed. have 3% growth on contribution. That is $54,000, which we divided 30 divided by 100 over 180, which we owe, and the registration bonuses will amount to $12,000. The total amount, which is $234 plus $12, which will be giving us a total amount of $246. Total amount to pay participants at deposit in week 1 is $2,000, and cash deposits to yield a total sum of $180,000. With an average duration of 300, we will require at least 220 participants for the next 3 weeks to enable payments of other participants. So the action plan we will take on the second task is to encourage other participants who provide help when they get to branch recycling. 600 other participants, registering participants, training of about 50 guiders and managers from the participants on how to build that team. By participants by emphasizing on referral bonuses. Encourage participants to share the growth of their Marvel on social media platforms, hold online conferences and seminars to invite you. We invite you participants and attend clarification requests from participants. Train support personnel and establish low-cost online support centers to take care of complaints and inquiries. Next 3 weeks, estimated accommodation and feeding $14,700, transportation $9,000, training expenses we estimated $1,000, which should be us $64,700. Three, look at the overview, and our overviews are at the end of 1 month. Total participants from first week are 600. For 3 weeks, we have a new 1,800 participants. That is 6,600 times 3, which will give us 1,800. Therefore, for a month, which is 4 weeks, it will equal to 1,800 plus 600 members, which will be giving us a total sum of 2,400 members. The action plan for the week is to encourage the principle of providing at least 50% from help received. Keep the cycle going, that is PH, GH, UPH, and GH. Guiders are encouraged to attract at least 2 members to their team. The guiders will be encouraged to organize seminars and increase awareness to state. On the tax score, starting our tax score, we will have to overview, and in our overview, we see that in Thailand they celebrate Songkran, which is a 3 days national public holiday. Throwing of water is the festival's highlight. For 3 days, virtually the entire country turns into a celebratory war zone. Registration drops to 75%, which means we'll be needing to increase registration after the festival. Make up 75% MMA registration laws in the month. The target registration was 600 participants a week, and registration dropped by 75%. Therefore, the fact that by 100 and 600, we go to 450. So the registration will drop from 600 to 150 participants. For the main 3 weeks in the month, we need to increase the number of participants by 450. For every week, we need a minimum of 150 participants more to the planned 100 participants. Therefore, we will begin us at a total of 750 participants. So the contribution over the month will be 2,400 new participants with an average contribution of $300, which is equal to, so we need us of $220. So the actual action plan for the and resources. Number one, we undergo a massive social media campaign of incentives for new registration during this period. We participate fully during the festival, sharing MMM flyers, and also holding charity events to science about MMM ideology. Number three, we use banners, flyers on the street for people to come out during the concurrent celebration. There will be instant registration of people on the street during the celebration. Celebration list and presentation. On the tax 5, exactly the tax 5, our action plan, we want to train and guide active members on how to invite new members, ask around for effective solution measures taken by countries who encounter the same problem, encourage old participants, more help and get help. Others should calm, panic, and encourage participants to provide help more. providing offline tasks for managers and participants, rewarding those having highest number of contributors. So in doing this, we also have to look at a way to reduce panic by advising team members to get that if new participants engage. Also, existing participants should be encouraged to engage as well. So that's it for 5. And uh, that is the action plan to be possible to be implemented to salvage the situation until the system normalizes. Only old markets are affected. Our plan should be to start a sensitization program about what it really means on the top. As guide managers and guiders. All guiders must be invited to the seminar to discuss the reasons for the possible and how panic on the sides of it. Our guiders are expected to relate seminar information and decisions to the downline around the situation. As an encouraged not to quit donations in order to write the system as quickly as possible. Now, bonuses must be 2%. So, can be exchanged at the voting ratio. Here, participants will receive assistance in part. For example, 110% of the initial deposit is decided as the amount participants will get from. Another option would be is government receipt, not pick up in part. For example, if you will receive an installment of 5% of the amount invested while ensuring continuation. Participants are enjoined to avoid worry and panic as possible result. We reduce trust by showing past experiences with them in other countries. This honesty and transparency is vital at this point in time. So for the Act 7 is that our efforts are efficient enough to reverse the situation. For example, and all old manuals are removed. Not enough to serious negative impact on the environment. One or two negative articles in the mass media and you have to make that kind of functions under the specified conditions for you. Our action plan will be since the postponed would not salvage the situation. Hence, we have to restart the system. The media press conference is scheduled and participants are reminded of the risk as there are no guarantees and promises. Also, we have to start with the old participants through their guidance and upline, seeing they have benefited from the community and knowing that it can be prevented. Once the restart starts, we begin with old participants, then we can reach out to others to become part of the financial freedom movement again. The ideology of MMM would be shared in the situation and likewise the warnings as they can guarantee. The history and experiences of other countries that had restarts and now doing very well should be recounted. Evaluation of the reasons for the restart and propose solutions to prevent shock of the system. Managers are sensitized to ensure that they are not carried away at the expense of the aspiratory in the ideology of MMM. Consult the guidance in countries where a restart occurred and learn from the correct ideology of MMM and teach our downline. Emphasis on the risks. We need capacity money. So suggestions. The answer is to recruit properly and exchange help in Bitcoin, marketing, and mass media to explain the situation and what to start them with. Also need to explain what happens to those that lost their money. That is where you remind about the warning they were given even before joining. Show the history and experience of other countries that had a restart. Cost analysis, evaluation, human nature, economics, system, not use, quality and evaluation. Incentives for old timers. Managers will ensure they are not carried away with daily bonuses at the expense of transmitting impacting the ideology of MMM. Honestly inform people about all the risks joining MMM. People get motivated once they start seeing that MMM being a manager again is important. Mark of it all and it will be the situation whatsoever way. Understanding how MMM works and start believing in the ability of MMM. It means creating humanly possible even things opening up that talk about for benefits. MMM household mistakes and the more managers, better the chance of sustainability because these are the people who are willing to give their all for the same time. You have to skip possible and have an influx of people joining. Uh, Honesty, transparency, and trust should be what we preach. Uh, with having people who have a better knowledge and understanding of networking to enjoy and go out. Those who tasted the money will enjoy as it has happened. All these business games together, we can change the world. Together, we can fight the unfair financial system and be free. Thank you very much, Mentor. We are done with our presentation. Cycle 7. Hello, Mentor.
You presentation. Breaking, but you did try it, and present package and well arranged so your circle.
Thank you very much.
Into the next is well. That is for circle 4. So please go ahead. Circle 4. Circle 4, it's time for you to present, please, so we can go ahead. The presenter for circle 4, what's going on? Well, I don't really know what's wrong with what's going on with the circle 4 students. But I really want to uh, on your stay in the guided school, okay, um, that you've learned in the course of the school is to be patient, okay. What makes a good guider? Patience, okay, tolerance,
Yeah. For
okay, mutual respect for each other, okay, because you're going to be dealing
please
with a lot of
sacrifice.
people, and you're going to be getting questions from people all across,
Sac-
all around.
please sacrifice here.
Wanted to get more light on the community better. Tax is giving better understanding, and I know those of you
Adebanke,
that
please speak to mentor.
I know
Mentor
those of you
sacrifice
that
here, please.
participated. Those of
Mentor
Sacrifice,
you,
yeah.
sacrifice here, sir, please. Sacrifice here to present final.
And to say what he's saying, he'll call you when he's not interrupting.
My phone
I
was
know
having problem.
those of you
I was
that
having
those of you that really participated in the business games, those of you that really worked, that you learned a lot. Okay, you
Yes, sir.
learned a lot. You get and you really understand. You've gotten more, okay, of how our community runs, and I expected that you pass this knowledge to other participants or other members of the community. Okay, learn to respect each other, be patient with each other. Okay, do not register people because of bonuses. Yes. Okay, before
Yes,
registering
sir.
anybody, but make sure you take time to explain the ideology of the community to the person who what he or she is really going into. That way, you make our community a stronger and a better place. And I want to discourage
Yes, sir.
you from, I want to discourage you from taking part in all those other platforms that are trying to copy our community. Okay, all those other platforms, they are up to no good. Okay, ensure that you do your best to make our community strong. Okay, by discouraging any form of funds. Okay, discourage any form of greed. Discourage anyone trying to operate multiple accounts. Okay, this highly discourage that. Okay, do not allow your downlines to participate in the community with multiple accounts. Okay, because that way you are causing harm to the community. It is meant to circulate money among every member of the community, and if you encourage people to create multiple accounts, okay, it's like throwing the money direction, okay, and that is really not healthy for the community. Okay, so um I wish you guys the very best. And those of you that keep uh saying that your tax have not been marked and all that, I need you guys not to worry. As long once the business games is done, all tax will be fully marked. And those of you that have made corrections that I've asked you to make, okay, Once you've made your corrections, don't worry. I'll get to those tasks again and I'll visit them and I'll do the proper thing, the very best, and I just hope that take all that you've learned here into the community and make it a better place. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Just
Go for is here. So please,
Okay, Circle 4, if you're ready, I will listen. The Circle 4 presenter, please go ahead.
you remain here. All of a sudden, I'm left again.
hello, sir. Network is killing me. Please, can I do it now?
Move ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I'm going to start from task 7. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Here I read. Please give me some time, sir. My number task 7 says. Task 7 says your efforts sufficient to reverse the situation. A restart, all the Mavros are removed from the beginning. Serious negative impacts of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start. In such condition, a plan of action under specified condition for a month. Solution: when we experience a restart, we use the same method of advertising we have been using before to explain the situation and what a restart means. We explain what happened to those that lost their money. The rule says put only your spare money, meaning money you can afford to lose. We consulted the experience of guiders in other countries where a restart has happened before, and from history, we discovered that some factors that contributed were human nature, ignored risks, system was not running in the right order, only GH and never PH, which is a very bad to the sources of the community. To restore the confidence once reposed in us, we gave incentives to old timers. It does not mean paying back their total loss, but a certain percentage of it. Caution: managers and guiders were advised to ensure they are not carried away with many bonuses at the expense of transparency while impacting the true ideology of MMM. Situation help so that the system can move smoothly. We ensure that new prospects understand the concept of MMM fully. For example, most Nigerians see MMM as an investment platform where they can just put in their money and get huge amounts out. This is not healthy to the community. Also, to help cover up for some losses, the growth of Mavro was increased from 30% to 50% operative for just few months. We also enacted a technical check on the growth of Mavro. Once it is 30 days and the member did not GH, a grace period of 10 days will be given, after which the Mavro start to depreciate. With this system in place, we believe no one will want to keep their money there for long. Implementing a model like MMM Extra, where participants are requested to do daily web tasks and are awarded additional interest. The tasks are focused on the development of MMM. In conclusion, we stress that it is important that people strongly understand and take to heart the full ideology of MMM, which is to eradicate poverty and not to invest. MMM is not a company nor a bank. There's constant flow of money in and out in the community because in MMM, sustainability is a key factor. Expenditure for seminars and adverts is $4,000, which is 140 Thai baht. Budget was $22,000, which is 7,000 Thai baht. There are 1,030 Thai baht. That's the end, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I've finished with the presentation, sir. Hello, sir.
Conclusion. Okay. I got what. I got.
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
Excuse. You tried.
Sir? Okay, sir. Is there any more thing, sir?
It's okay. No. That will be all for now. Now we'll business and you guys okay. And something that's like a full response to it really shows that most if you don't attend meetings, really bad and disrespectful. If you come and refuse to attend meetings, expect to graduate, it's not gonna work.
Hello?
Okay. Give you guys details of what you I told you that in to the offline presentation tax to the venue of your the the location. Okay, that would the location will in the internet. These two links are very important. The questions without including these links, and I know if I do arrange the presentation or the way the way you present your answers to tasks is really bad. Okay, I made a lot of corrections, and I hope you've taken heed to those corrections. I'll be going back to all the tasks, and I just hope that you've done the proper thing. Okay. Um, uh, this is the end of the business games presentation. Uh, you guys should have a great weekend. Those of you that will be going for service tomorrow, I wish you uh, a blissful service, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Do have a great weekend. Thank you.
You're welcome.